Right. But we can never use percent.
Okay. So is it going to be a fraction? Oh, it's decimal. Okay.
Yeah, it's a decimal.
So 0.22.
Careful.
0.022.
Yes, we have to move the decimal point 2 spots to the left. We are dividing by 100. So 0.022. If I write 0.22, that means 22%. Is that okay?
No, that'd be awful.
That would be awful if we have to borrow money. But if they pay us, it will be good. Okay, 1 year. So this is basically the lowercase r. 1 year is the lowercase t. What does this represent?
Principal.
Yes, that is the principal. So now I have everything I need, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to write the formula again so we can see it here. 1 plus r divided by n raised to nt. T is 1 year. P is 300,000. R is 0.022. And N will be called X. And I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So 300,000, 1 plus 0.022 divided by X. Why X? Because I don't have N in the calculator. That's the only reason. And X at the top as the power. We're going to enter this function in the graphing calculator. I'm going to share my screen. Ready? Okay. So in y equals, up here, clear if you have anything else, and put in this function that we just determined. 300,000, left parenthesis, 1 plus 0.022 divided by x, close the parenthesis. Don't forget the caret. Oops, hold on. Sorry. I was working with my calculus 2 in the parametric mode. Make sure you are in the function mode. You probably are in the function mode. Sorry about that. Okay, 300,000 parentheses 1 plus 0.022 divided by x, close the parenthesis, caret for the power. I always put power in all powers in parentheses because you may not have a sophisticated calculator, and the older calculators you need parentheses for the power. In the newer calculators you don't, but I always put parentheses around the power. Okay, and then we go to second and table set. Make sure you have the independent variable in ask mode. Do not change the dependent, only the independent in ask mode. After you do that, second and table. Tell me when you're ready. Do I need to go back and explain?
Yeah, which variable did you say?
Can you ask again? What?
Which variable was supposed to be in ask mode?
Only the independent.
Okay, thank you.
You cannot plug in y. You can only plug in x.
Okay.
So only the independent is in the ask mode. In other words, you dictate, not the calculator. And then second and table. Is everyone with me? And we are going to punch in those n's. They are x because the calculator doesn't have n. So I want 1 and enter. I want 2 and enter. I want 4 and enter. I want 365 and enter. And I want 8760 and enter. Go back up and to the right to see the entire, make sure. Sometimes I'm showing you this, these are all integers, but if they weren't, only when you highlight the number you will see the period and the rest of the digits of the decimal part. Okay, so the first one is 306,600. So I will create this table for n and the accumulated value when 1, 306,600. For 2, scroll down. See, the digit appears now, 306,636.30. Scroll down. For 4, 306,654.65. We round up. We want cents, and 4 and 9. So 4 is here, 9 is next. So if this number is 5 or more, I have to increase the 4 to 5. Okay, now we have for n equals 365. Scroll down. 306,672.93. And finally for 8760, last one, 306,673.13. Why 13? Because 2 is followed by a 6. So it's 13. I'll stop sharing. I created this table. When n is 1, the accumulated value. When n is 2, the accumulated value. When n is 4, and so on and so forth. Easy to read. So, did I have to do this? No. You don't have to do this. But then you will have to perform this calculation 5 times, plugging in and changing x. Instead, I created this function, I put in the graphing calculator, and then all the numbers followed. I plugged in 1, 2, 3, 4, 365, and 8,760, and I got the answers right away. Again, you don't have to use this procedure, but you will have to calculate 4 times, 5 times. Very good. Next, any questions about this? Any questions? Okay, I know we only have 5 minutes left. I'll try never ever to hold you over. It's a token of respect to you. But maybe we can just start talking about determining monthly loan payments. If P dollars are borrowed at a such and such annual interest rate, the payment made for each month. So whenever you borrow money, this, for a car loan, for a mortgage, for you name it, this is the formula that the calculators, the computers, their software, the bank is using. Everything is using this formula. All software, calculators, computers, to determine the monthly payment. Okay? So it's called an annuity formula, basically. I have it saved in my in one of my devices, and in the past when I used to borrow money for this and that, I would calculate the monthly payment faster than they would put in their own in the calculator, in the computer. The term of the loan and the amount of the loan and etc. And they would always ask me, how did you do that? I said, I didn't. The calculator did it. So let's copy the formula. Monthly payment equals the principal times the interest rate divided by 12. 1 plus r divided by 12 again, raised to the nth power. N is the number of months, divided by 1 plus r divided by 12, everything raised to power n, and minus 1. So let's see if we can finish. If not, we'll finish it on Thursday, but I would like to choose 33 or 34. Which one? So we can see how much we have to pay. Or none of the above. let's make one up. It's up to you. Ready?
34 works.
I'm sorry?
34 works.
Okay, very good. So the principal in this case is 100,000. The interest rate, lowercase r, is 0.048. Be careful. It's 4%, so it's 0.048. And the period is 30 years. So 30 years. Careful, because n is in months. So we have to multiply 30 years by 12 months, and we get 360 months. So in this formula, n has to be in months. P dollars are borrowed at an annual interest rate, R, the payment M, made each month for a total of lowercase n is in months. 30 years multiplied by 12, 360 months. Okay, I'm going directly to the calculator. So be very careful. Let me stop sharing for a second because, oh, I wasn't even sharing. Wonderful. Did you see the problem, or do you need me to share? Okay, so when we enter this in the graphing calculator, we have to make sure that this is a product, this is okay, but now the denominator has to have additional parentheses. We don't have brackets, but I just wanted to put them like this so you know that these are additional. This is for the calculator. If you omit to put parentheses, another set of parentheses in the calculator, you will not get the correct answer. So how do I enter this in the calculator? It will be like this. 100,000 multiplied by, I will put parentheses here as well. So multiply by 0.048 divided by 12, close the parenthesis, open another one, 1 plus. Here it's okay if I only write it as 0.048 divided by 12, it's okay. And the power has to be 360. And then I will be using division symbol. I will put another parenthesis and another one for 1 plus 0.048 divided by 12 raised to 360 minus 1 and close the parenthesis. This is the sequence we have to use to enter to get the correct monthly payment. Okay, since you're still copying, and I really would like to finish the problem before so I'm just going to enter it, 100,000 parenthesis 0.048 divided by 12, close, open another one, 1 plus 0.048 divided by 12, close, put the caret, I will put parentheses because that's me, 360 in parentheses, make sure to come down, divided by, left parenthesis, 1 plus 0.048 divided by 12, close, put the caret, parentheses 360, close, come down, minus 1, close. And that's it. So this is $524.67 because it's 665 per month. And now I would like to know how much will the loan cost. Because I have 30 times 12, which I already know is 360, times $524.67. I will pay every month, every year, per month, times a year, times the number of months. Let's see how much is over 100,000. We are borrowing 100,000. Let's see at the end of the loan, if we keep the loan for the entire term, how much are we will end up paying. Okay, so it's 180,881.20. So over the span of the loan or the term of the loan, we will be paying